and beyond.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And happy Wednesday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed. In downtown Utica right now, we have calm conditions. Temperature 36 degrees, so that temperature is right where it should be for this time of year. But the calm conditions, those are going to be changing as we head through the next few hours. The radar, though, for the time being, that is rather calm. No precipitation being indicated at this time. But we add on our satellite and radar and we look off toward the west. We are starting to see the first signs of this next storm system heading our way, working its way through portions of Pittsburgh into Pennsylvania and throwing a lot of clouds into western and central New York. Those clouds will be on the increase as we head through the next few hours, and then we will see that chance of precipitation working its way in. As such, we do have a few snowmelt flooding concerns, as Thomas mentioned a little bit earlier in the show. So this is what you want to do. You want to make sure that you clear as much snow as possible away from the foundation of your home to prevent basement flooding. Remove any snow and ice from your gutters to prevent that as well. And then from the ground, you'll want to clear as much snow as possible from your roof via a roof rake if you can. I know we've had a lot of roof collapses over the last several days that we've been telling you about as well. And if you have any storm drains, you'll want to clear out any unmelted snow from those, as well as any fire hydrants or sidewalks that may be on your property as well. It's just certainly something to think about. As we head through the next several hours, it'll be quiet. We'll have a lot of clouds, and then you'll notice that the snow working its way into the southern tier by 11 o'clock, and it'll move its way up toward the north and east. By 8 a.m., it's mainly dry for most of us, with a little bit of snow to the northeast, a little bit of rain down toward the south and west. But tomorrow looks mainly wet, and then there will be a few snow showers, especially through the Adirondacks, where there could be a little bit more of accumulation than the rest of our area. As far as the snowfall accumulation is concerned, for most of our area down toward the south and west, looks like there could be as much as 1 inch of snow. That would be on the high end of things. I think most of us will average around ½ an inch at best, but you head up toward the north and east in this blue bubble, portions of Herkimer County, Hamilton, Fulton counties especially, and even in the Utica-Rome area, there could be a little bit more than 1 or 2 inches of snow. However, there could be a little bit of freezing rain. This is a concern that we've had with several of the storms this winter, and it looks like most of that is going to be over portions of the Adirondacks, Fulton County especially, as well as southern Hamilton County as well. I wouldn't expect more than 1/10 of an inch, but as I've been telling you, it doesn't take much freezing rain to coat up roads and make them slick, especially in higher elevations. 44 for tomorrow will be the high, so a little bit above average for this time of year with rain and snow throughout the day. That'll wrap up on Friday morning. It'll be partly cloudy the rest of the day, but certainly below freezing and certainly below average. 31 for the high, and then we're back up to average on Saturday, but it does come with some wind as well as some rain and snow. But again, it's just dependent on the track as well as the exact temperatures. Sunday is a lot chillier with a high of 19 for the high, and then next week we do have more rain and snow chances heading our way, but we could approach 50 degrees by next Wednesday. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan. Coming up next on
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a happy Wednesday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking several chances for both rain and snow heading our way. I'll get to that in just a minute. But as far as the current conditions go, it's a rather calm night in downtown Utica right now. 30 degrees, a little bit of wind out of the east at 3 miles an hour. So that's still making it feel like it's exactly 30. But we have some temperatures further to the north that are not only below the 30s into the 20s right now, and in fact where most of us, if not all of us, are below freezing at this time. The only areas that aren't are off to the west and off toward the east of our viewing area, and that's going to continue to drop as we head through the overnight hours. What is going to increase, though, are the chances of precipitation. It's dry across our area, but as you look from Ithaca off toward the west through the Finger Lakes, we do have a little bit of snow and some mixed precipitation working its way. And that'll continue to work its way up toward the north and east as we head through the next several hours. You can see we have a lot of heavy rain down through portions of north central Pennsylvania right now. And as it encounters a colder environment, which it will here, it'll change over to snow. You'll see that here as we head through tomorrow morning, 6, 7, 8 a.m. There could be a little bit of a wintry mix or snow, but as temperatures warm into the 40s late tomorrow morning into the early afternoon, it is expected to be mainly rain. I'm not overly concerned about flooding because of the fact that it'll be light to occasionally moderate at times, but what does have me concerned is there could be a little bit of freezing rain through portions of Herkimer and Hamilton counties because of the fact that there will be some warm air above your heads but cold air down at the surface. And then as temperatures drop here at the surface tomorrow night, it'll change back over to snow, and there could be a little bit of lake effect on that west-northwesterly wind as we head through Friday morning, but I don't expect much accumulation, at least through Friday morning. In terms of the rainfall, that's a little bit of a different story. There could be as much as a quarter of an inch to half an inch of rain, maybe a little bit less through portions of Lewis County and maybe a little bit more down toward the south. But again, light to moderate rain is expected for most of our areas. So I'm not too concerned about snowmelt flooding. We've had a lot of snowmelt over the last couple of days without the rain, with temperatures in the 30s and 40s. But you'll definitely want to make sure to clear your roof with a rake, as well as clear it away from any storm drains, sidewalks, as well as fire hydrants. Even though they might not belong to you, if they're on your property, they are your responsibility. Again, we're at 100 inches of snow for the season here in Utica, which is almost a full 2 feet above average compared to where we should be at this time of year. The good news is that we are certainly getting closer to spring. I've been mentioning this over the last several days. Last night we looked at sunrises. Tonight we're looking at sunsets once again. It was at 5:49 tonight. We get another almost 10 minutes by next week, 5:58. By March 12th, we're up to 7:07 with daylight saving time taking effect, and then it goes up to 7:25 by this time next month. So certainly something to look forward to. 32 tonight with snow showers, a little bit less wind than in recent nights. For tomorrow, there will be rain showers, but it will feel a little bit warmer than today. 44 for the high, which is about 8 degrees above average. The average high is 36. We'll go back about 5 degrees below average for this time of year on Friday, with the precip ending as a few flurries and then partly cloudy skies during the afternoon. But the clear skies don't last. As we head through Saturday, we have some more wind heading our way, as well as another chance of rain and snow, and then partly cloudy skies to wrap up the weekend on Sunday with a high of 19, well below average for this time of year. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan. Sectional playoffs continued tonight.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And happy Wednesday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking several chances for rain and snow heading our way. One of them is coming within the next couple of hours. But in the meantime, we do have calm conditions out there right now in downtown Utica. Temperature 30 degrees. The winds southeast rather light at 3 miles an hour, and that's what's causing the temperatures to come up as we head through the overnight hours. Still below freezing throughout most, if not our entire area, but you go to the north of the Thruway, and that's where we have temperatures in the middle and upper 20s right now. So it'll definitely start to snow across most, if not our entire area, but it'll change over to rain from the Thruway on south. We do have some of that snow right now over portions of Madison, Chenango, now just getting into Otsego County as well. And it is fairly light out there. But you'll notice as we look down toward the southwest, this is where the warmer air is located, where we have temperatures up into the 50s and even into the 60s today. Still in the 40s and 50s right now over many portions of central and western Pennsylvania, where we are experiencing some moderate to heavy rain as indicated by the yellows, oranges, and reds. The precipitation is expected to be on the lighter side for most of our area. We'll see a lot of clouds during the overnight hours, but when you wake up tomorrow morning, not a lot will be happening. We'll be having a little bit of snow or mixed precipitation to the north, a little bit of light to moderate rain down toward the south, and that'll continue throughout the day. You'll notice in Herkimer and portions of Hamilton County, we're hanging on to that pink color even into the afternoon. So that indicates that there could be a little bit of sleet or freezing rain thanks to a lot of warm air above your heads, but a little bit of cold air at the surface, struggling to get above freezing even into the afternoon there. And then as temperatures slide from the 40s back into the 30s and eventually into the 20s, we'll be seeing this wrap up with a little bit of snow thanks to that west-northwest wind. And then as we head through Friday morning, it'll be lake effect snow that could cause a little bit of accumulation thanks to that west-northwest wind once again. That'll draw in some colder air as well. As we take a look at rainfall totals here, there could be anywhere from a quarter of an inch to half an inch of rain, but thankfully this is not snowfall because we'd be dealing with anywhere from 2.5 to 5 inches of rain. But still, we are concerned a little bit about snowmelt flooding, as we've been telling you about all those roof collapses. One of them was in Westernville earlier today. So you'll want to clear as much snow as possible from your foundation as well as from the roof. Remove any snow and ice from the gutters as well as storm drains. And if you have any fire hydrants or sidewalks on your property, you'll definitely want to make sure that that's your responsibility as well. As far as Utica is concerned, again, we're about 100 inches for the season, almost a full 2 feet above average compared to where we should be for this time of year. Sunsets are also getting later as well, especially on or after daylight saving time taking effect. We'll be dealing with 7 p.m. sunsets. 32 for the overnight low with snow showers, less wind out there than recent nights. Rain showers, it'll feel a little bit warmer tomorrow at 44 for the high. The average high is 36 for this time of year. We're back below average, though, by the time we head toward Friday when this wraps up with flurries and then partly cloudy skies during the afternoon. But the sunshine, unfortunately, doesn't last long. We have some more wind to contend with on Saturday and either rain or snow, just depending on the track and the exact temperature during that specific storm, Thomas.
Now, Jordan, I see 50 degrees for a high next week, and my mom made me pretty jealous this morning. She lives in the D.C. area. It was 60 degrees down there today.
I would definitely be jealous of her, too.
I'm looking forward to the warmth. Coming up next on Eyewitness News at 11.